Greetings, this is Banjo H, and this is the time of year where people all across the internet count down the best and worst of the year in a variety of themes. And I, of course, shall be doing my usual top 5 list of best games of the year. In my opinion, of course. The list this year was actually easier than expected, as two of the games I was really excited for this year, Divinity Original Sin and South Park The Stick of Truth, have been held back to 2014. Divinity, understandably so, South Park, God knows why, and incidentally, screw you guys for not releasing the special edition for PC. Consoles only. I'm so sick of seeing consoles only. Anyway, let's get this list started. Remember, this is my opinion, not yours. If you don't like it, well, share your opinion down below. Let's go. Coming in at number 5, Saints Row 4. Yes, I chose this over Grand Theft Auto 5. Yes, you will not be seeing Grand Theft Auto 5 on this list. No, I won't change my mind. I just preferred this game over Grand Theft Auto. It was more fun, it was more kooky, and I know a lot of people complained about Saints Row 3 when it came out, and so did I. It had gone too far with the kookiness and lost the greatness that Saints Row 2 was. But Saints Row 4 made me rethink that. Saints Row 4 is so kooky. It's become a game series all on its own. It can no longer, nor should longer, it be compared to Grand Theft Auto. They are completely different games now, and thankfully so. I enjoy both, but ultimately, I'm just gonna have more fun with Saints Row 4 than I am Grand Theft Auto. It's just a more fun game. It's silly, it's stupid, it's dumb, it's brilliant, higher customization, and just dumb. I like dumb. I'm sorry.
My friends, each of you are guilty of crimes against the Zin Empire. Swear your fealty, and I will empower you to be wardens of Simulation 31.
Oh my stars, it's the president! Hi, Howard. What the fuck?
The place you're in isn't real. You have to break free.
This August, the war for humanity rests on the shoulders of the Saints.
Plan?
We're getting the band back together and then we're gonna kill Zinyak.
That's not a plan, that's a goal.
Starring the President of the United States, Pierce Washington, Kinsey Kensington, Shondi, and Shondi.
This is getting weird.
Asha Odekar, Benjamin Motherfucking King. And introducing Keith David as Keith David.
I picked the right running mate.
Damn right.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
Us talking to the robot.
Coming in at number 4, we have a game that I'm sure will be on a lot of people's lists. Persona 4 Golden. It says a lot when the best game on the Vita is a remake of a game on the PlayStation 2. Unlike Persona 3, Persona 4 was never a game I played on the PlayStation 2, so was a completely different experience for me, a completely new experience for me, and it completely justified my purchase of the Vita. It was so amazing. It fixed a lot of the issues Persona 3 had, and I honestly don't think I can enjoy the older games as much now because of just how cleaned up this one is. If you're looking to get into the Shin Megami Tensei series, this is the game to get in. It's probably the easiest to get into, and the story is great. I don't think I've been that sucked into a story in a long time. It generally confused me. It generally caught me off guard. When I thought I had the right answer, I was completely wrong. It was so much fun. The grind never felt like a grind. The different aesthetics in each different dungeon was amazing, especially the old school gaming RPG section. That one appealed to me the most. It 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 just got rid of the just tedium of the past Persona games and really mixed things up a lot. So when you were grinding, it never felt like a grind. It felt like exploration, and it is something a lot of games fail to do. Persona 4 is probably one of the best JRPGs I have played in a long, long time. Never played a Persona game, never played a Shin Megami Tensei game. This is probably the one to get into the series with. It is really, really good with some amazing characters. The game does character development better than any I can think of at the top of my head. Pick it up. In number 3, we have Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. This is a game I think some may have forgotten about. I certainly haven't. This was just one of those games that seemed to be made for me. I am a big Studio Ghibli/Ghibli fan, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Every level 5 game I have ever played has been really, really good. And I'm a big fan of games that use mechanics similar to that of Pokemon, Shin Megami Tensei, or Dragon Quest Monsters. So this game was right up my alley. It is beautiful. It just screams Studio Ghibli and level 5 from every pore, and really, there hasn't been a game that give me that sense of childlike adventure for a long time. It really pulls off that childlike adventure aspect. I haven't felt that way in a game for a long ass time. Unfortunately, as such, it does suffer from baby's first RPG, going as far to tell you how to move your character. I'm sure that if you've got as far as to hold the controller in your hands correctly, that you don't really need that. But beyond that, it is really good. It is a beautiful game. It is a game just masterfully does exploration. And yeah, if you are a Studio Ghibli fan, you really have to pick this one up. I think every Studio Ghibli fan owns this already. I'm really curious to see how many top lists this will be on. Pick it up. It's probably one of the main reasons to own a PlayStation 3. That console has such great exclusives, and this is one of them.
Oliver, why did you set out on this journey in the first place?
Well, my mom died, but there's a way to help her here in this world.
You must be the one the legends say will save our world!
Another world?
Your world and my world are connected. The great sage Alicia tried to take on the Dark One, but his power was too much for her.
But how does that help us save my mom?
If you could free Alicia, it might bring your mom back.
I'll do it.
How do we get to your world?
magic.
Nobody stands up to Shadar and survives.
I know that, but I have to.
All right, I'll show you where to find him.
This Oliver, this savior, I will taint his heart with the blackness of despair.
Aha! Gotcha! That's the wizard's companion!
I've gotta go. There are people who need me.
Surprisingly, in second place and not first, we have Monster Hunter Free Ultimate. Everybody who knows me knew this game would be on my list. It's freaking Monster Hunter. It's the sole reason I own the Wii U and have not regretted my purchase. The game has never looked as good. The games have never introduced new players to the series as well. I don't think online has been done as well either. It's a Monster Hunter game. The combat is amazing. The progression is great and feels great. Every time you take down a really tough monster, you feel like a freaking god. It's so good. I am a fanboy. I'm just gonna come out and say that. When it comes to Monster Hunter, I am a fanboy. I don't see the grind that a lot of other people see. The armor is really cool, the weapons are really cool, experimenting with different weapons to see which one beats which monster and what you're better at is just it's so much fun. Combat, with the exception of Dragon's Dogma, I don't think has ever been done better in a game series. Just fanboying right here. If you want to know more about it, I recommend checking the Pro Gerard videos. He's a big Monster Hunter fan and he's done a few series on them, so yeah, check them out. It's fucking Monster Hunter, man. Fanboying right here. And my #1 game of the year, you all knew it was going to be on here because I have not shut up about it since it came out. And even before it came out, it's been probably my most talked about game this year. That's right, beating even Monster Hunter, which is quite the feat. Pokemon X and Y. Wow, a game in this series, like Pokemon has never had such a leap before. In Gen 2 they introduced new types purely for balancing. In Gen 3 they introduced double battles, and really they haven't really added anything meaningful since then. And here we go. Generation 6. Pokemon games have never looked so good. Brand new animations, brand new graphics. The skates are brilliant. You can actually move in more than a 4-axis now. How amazing is that? The best improvement overall, though, is multiplayer. Holy crap, has it never been... Nintendo in general has never made a game where multiplayer is this smooth line, is this simple, without the constant adding of code crap that you just... All the new additions that include multiplayer, IVs as well. You can IV train your Pokemon in a way that has never been this easier. The Nintendo's element to its Pokemon to me is okay. I could do with or without it, but it's kind of fun, like stroking your Pokemon and petting them and feeding them treats, even if all their good spots tend to be on questionable areas like the crotch. My opinion on Mega Evolution, however, I think it's okay in this game. It's an incredible gimmick, but I think it's okay, but I can really see them milking it in future games to high hell. I know for a fact that they're going to do that. They're going to milk it to high hell and ruin the series again. But for now, this is the best Pokemon game to date. I think if you don't agree with that, you're blinded by nostalgia. It is basically the best Pokemon game to date. The only major issue I have with it is the fact that it's too easy. I beat the game without like blacking out or losing all my Pokemon once. I beat the Elite Four with just using about 3 Super Potions, and that was it. It was way too easy. Fix that in the next game, please, Nintendo. But beyond that, this is just so many improvements, and not just with the new mechanics, but just fixing things, streamlining things, having my entire party of Pokemon there when I'm looking through my TMs, and trimming down on the necessary HMs, being able to reuse TMs, just everything is better. Everything is streamlined, everything is smoother, everything looks amazing. The game is beautiful. Character customization, I've wanted that for so long. This is a Pokemon game I have been after for such a long time. It has rejuvenated the series for me. It has been stale ever since Gen 4 for me, and it has really rejuvenated the series. I love it so much. It is a game that I have put so many hours into. Not as much as Monster Hunter, but will probably beat Monster Hunter after a while. And yeah, I've gone on for just under 4 minutes about it. Just watch the trailer. Pokemon X and Y, best game of the year, undoubtedly. Hell yes. Hope you enjoyed the video.
It's time for adventure, for meeting new friends. Time for teamwork. Time for battle. For true champions with unique powers. Time for epic adventures in Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. Explore a vast region filled with Pokemon to catch, train, and befriend. Select your team from hundreds of Pokemon. Test your trainer skills in exciting battles and unleash amazing powers. It's time for Pokemon X and Y, exclusive to the Nintendo 3DS family.
This is my Monozin, my Kangaskhan. Take good care of her. I'm sure you appreciate her. Why is everything wobbling? It looks like it's wobbling on the screen. It's not really, it's just the way it's going on here. What did I get? I didn't even pay attention. You bastard! You sent me a love disc? That is the worst one I've got so far, because not only is it really easy to get, but it's a shit Pokemon. Fuck you. I hope you feel bad. You're bad and you should feel bad. Fucking love disc. Jesus Christ. That's like the first Pokemon I got from fishing. I bet he's got a shit nature as well. Adamant, yeah. It's got a shit nature. For a love disc, it lowers special attack. Like, worst Wonder Trade ever.